What's up, Schmoedown fans? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. I'm Star Wars champion Andrew Dimalanta.
And I'm Nicki Dimalanta.
Full of Korean barbecue, Star Wars champion Andrew Dimalanta. Oh my goodness.
It was a good day.
It was
and
a
then
good
it
day.
was not a good day.
Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day, yeah.
As of this recording, we decided to take, give you guys a break from us.
And give us a break.
Give us a break from,
Yeah. Because we had a virtual game night last night.
Yeah,
so,
Yeah, we had a lot of fun this weekend.
Yeah.
Much needed.
Yes, I feel like a human person.
Yes.
Hugged friends. I hugged people.
Hug the actual human people?
Yeah, vaxxed. We're all vaxxed.
We're all vaxxed.
Don't worry about it. But man, it felt good.
Yeah, it did.
We got Korean barbecue. Probably ate about 10 pounds of meat
That's
each.
all I ate today.
Yeah, me too.
It was just Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
Stuffed my face full of pork belly and
So good.
bulgogi and the brisket. Oh man, so good. Anyway, sorry. This is not Korean barbecue beyond
We got the meat
barbecue.
sleepies now.
Yeah, if you can't tell. But we have 5 matches to go over, including a battlefield.
Yeah.
Ooh, a big old battlefield of 2
Oh, yeah.
high stakes teams matches. Again, spoiler alert, we haven't seen the battlefield,
Oh, yeah.
but we're gonna be spoiling all of that.
We're going to spoil everything that happened last week. So, careful.
All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
First
There's
match.
There's no news, I don't think.
I mean, even if there was, I can't. My brain doesn't. Sorry.
Sorry,
Not right now.
Get the meat sweats going.
So the first match was a Star Wars match. But
Ooh.
before that, there was an opening scene with Grace, Roxy, and Jeff. My name's Jeff.
My name, Jeff.
And Grace was telling Roxy and Jeff that she's going to strip the odd couple of the belts.
Yeah, because they can't defend because he retired.
And Jeff was like, hey, man, I'm okay with playing with anyone. And then she said something about how corruption is next in line, and maybe they'll.
She was like, "Oh yeah, well, sorry, I'm not." I was like, "I don't care. I don't care what you have to say.
Yeah,
you're getting stripped of the titles. That means the next person in line is gonna challenge Shazam for the titles." And she's like, "It's corruption," and she don't like that because of Shannon.
Yeah,
and she's like, "Give me a day.
Yeah, give me a day. Give me a day. Give me some time." So
making money moves.
That will have some resolution at the end of this.
Yes, it will.
Okay, so our Star Wars match.
Star Wars.
We've got Sean the Saint Sullivan of Corruption versus Andres Ace Cabrera of Swag.
Drip, drip.
Hello?
Helloing.
You're not on that faction. Why are you saying that?
Just saying.
All right.
Gotta show some respect to the last year's tournament champion.
I respect that.
Yeah,
I respect your respect.
Gotta respect it.
Round
Who did he do that?
1? Huh?
He beat somebody to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you, 88. Round 1. Sean, hey man, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. And this is the only veteran on veteran, well, second year players in the division, but
Yeah,
veteran on
non-rookie players against each other.
against each other in this tournament. So was very much looking forward to seeing this. Wow, my brain is full of meat.
Round 1.
Meat fat in
Sean,
my brain.
meat fat. Sean missed a question about how the which animal in the Geonosian arena snapped a pike in its mouth. I forget. I think he said Nexu. I don't know.
I think he said Nexu.
It was an Acklay, the most disgusting of those creatures.
Really?
Yes, it's very spider-like.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's like a spider and a crab.
It's more crab-like than more
I
crustacean.
don't like the legs. Still moves like an arachnid.
Yeah,
and I am not about that.
Yeah, we always joke that the Nexu. What is it? Yeah, the Nexu.
Nexu acts like our dog when she's hungry.
Feed me!
And like when he swipes Padme on the back, that's like when she's jumping up on me like, feed me!
And then you're like, Indy. She was,
yeah. It's pretty accurate. Yeah. It's like they met her or something. Yeah. And then it was a rough round 1 for Sean, if we're going to be honest.
It's a rough match for Sean.
He missed Lyra, Jin's mom's first name. I think this was a question where he was trying to banter with Mark.
Yeah, and
rather than maybe fully thinking through. I don't know. But I mean, Lyra, Liana, they both start
maybe he
the same.
misheard. Maybe he just confused the question. I don't know.
I mean, it's an honest mistake, but Yeah.
And
then also there was like a quote question and who said the thing about, Leia with, to me, she's royalty.
Oh, yeah.
And
another one he blanked on.
Laura Santeca. Andres got a perfect round on the other hand, and he got the bonus. So by the end of round 1, 7-11 in favor of Ace. Round 2, Ace goes first. Wants to keep the heat on, I guess.
Yeah.
Ace spins attack of the clones. Just in case you weren't sure, he got a perfect round 2. Sean goes. He spins the Last Jedi, decides to stick with it. Multiple choice, one time. Oh, I didn't write down what it was about. What an idiot I am. Wait, no, it was that one about the crawl being exposed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the rebellion has been what? And it was exposed or whatever.
But the resistance has been
right.
What?
Right.
He said something. I can't remember what he said.
I don't remember what he said.
But it was exposed. Ace stole it.
And he did steal it. Then there was a big old 2-point miss. And honestly, I think these were the first 2 questions of his round 2. These were tough questions.
These were tougher questions, yeah.
Yeah. The 2-point miss was how many bombers arrived to trying to destroy the Dreadnought at the beginning of the Last Jedi. That's a difficult question.
Yeah, it's difficult because you have to find the right spot in the film to like actually physically, because they never say like, oh, we have this many bombers. It's nothing. Never said. Something you have to actually again pay really close attention to and actually count the freaking ships.
Yeah,
so.
And it was 8, and there was no steal. Those were tough questions.
Those are tough questions. Yeah.
By the end of round 2, 13-22 in favor of Ace. Round 3. And it's like, oh boy, we're in TKO territory. Actually TKO territory.
And we have this discussion all the time when the person's down 2 points.
They're down 2 points. They're like, oh, they avoided the TKO. It's like what? They had to answer one question.
Yeah, I think we've always said that. It's like, if it's like 4, at very least 4 points, then you're really avoiding the TKO.
It's like rubbing salt in the wound.
If you have to answer more than two questions, if they at least answer 2 questions to let that other person move,
that's a fair thing to say.
That's a fair thing to say. Like, oh yeah, they avoided the TKO.
Because you could slip up on your 3, and then now you got all you got is your 5. But you're down by 2. It's like, oh well, narrowly avoided the TKO. It's like, okay. This, however, is definitely TKO territory.
Very much.
A little dangerous. 2-pointer for Sean, revenge. What group does Chancellor Palpatine refer to when he warns, they don't trust you, Anakin? The Jedi Council, he got it. 3-pointer for Sean, planets and locations. After finding R2 and being knocked out, in what location of Tatooine does Obi-Wan find an unconscious Luke? The Junland Waste.
Not to be traveled lightly.
That is true. He got it. 5-pointer for Sean. I think either Sean or Zach or somebody on Twitter was like, every Star Wars competitor's worst nightmare is getting your 5-pointer and hearing it's in Clone Wars.
Yeah, I've been there.
But this was like definitely a gettable one.
Yes.
If I do say so myself. Who was the general that led the droid army in the opening battle on Chrysosis? General Loathsome. He got it.
Worm, Loathsome. Horm. How do you pronounce it?
Horm.
I don't know.
That's what I would say.
That's what I would say.
2-pointer for Ace.
Space words.
TKO avoided.
Yes.
2-pointer for Ace. Vehicles, weapons, and technology. In Revenge of the Sith, what is the specific name of the Magna Guard combat droids used as General Grievous's bodyguards? If I'm speaking personally, I think this is a pretty tough 2-pointer.
Yeah.
This is an intense 2-pointer.
Yeah, it's like, wow, really? Like, again, like, because my 3-pointer against Alex is like, that's my 3? And like, when I heard this, I'm like, this is his 2?
But, it happens.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. IG 100 Magna Guards. He did get it. So with that, 23-24 in favor of Ace, taking it home.
Yeah, and Ace, and I think Shannon had made a comment like, all right, we're getting that Ace today. And it's like, to be fair, he's shown a little bit of inconsistency. I mean, and I'll say it again. Last season, you can clearly see his trajectory going up through.
Well, I mean, if you look at the Quevedo match versus like his Laura Kelly match, yeah,
you can chart his improvement throughout that tournament.
Yeah,
but then he struggled against Alex at Spectacular, so the inconsistency is there. But he's looking just as sharp as he did at the end of that first tournament.
He looked comfortable.
Yeah,
he looked sharp.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and I know Shannon made a comment about his overly animated eyebrows, and I feel like he laid it on thick in this match. He was like emoting to everything. I'm like, Ace is he's really going hard here.
Self-aware, yeah. And Sean just seemed distracted this entire match. I don't know what it was.
I don't know either, but it sucked. It
was a rough day.
It sucks to see that when somebody's like,
he's putting in the work.
He knows Lyra.
Yeah.
So it sucks when that happens, and everybody has days like that.
Yeah, and it just happened. You're going, and when you have a day like that in the Star Wars division, you're really
in a tournament
and against somebody who somebody of Ace's caliber. It's like I'm pretty sure he missed a couple in the first, and he just checked out, and it's like. Yeah. There's no way you know what I mean? He probably said to himself, I'm speaking for my observation. I have no idea what's going on in his head because I hate it when fans and actors do this. Like, oh, he was this, and it's like, oh, so you're in my head, right?
Yeah.
From my perspective, it looked like after that first round, he's just like, this is done.
It's hard.
And especially after the misses in the second, he's like, and kudos for him for not like checking, just like phoning it in and like. Getting away from the -1.
Yeah.
Because it would be so easy to just throw the towel in there. It's like, I don't know this.
Yeah.
And then cost your team points.
Yeah, because I think at one point we were in KO territory.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So you're in that plus and minus territory. So kudos for him for fighting back and avoiding the TKO and avoiding the -1.
Getting his 2-3 and his 5.
It's just, to me, from observing this, Sean just looked distracted.
Yeah.
And I think that first miss might have gotten to his head and it just... Because his first miss was the Lyra one, right?
No, his first miss was the Acklay.
Yeah.
And then Lyra.
Yeah, because he went as far as like, I know all these answers. I don't know what I was thinking. So I think that first miss just got to him, and then he just got distracted the rest of the way.
Yeah, like he wasn't as focused in or dialed in as he would have hoped to be.
Yeah.
So. Because, I mean, then he went and tried to describe the entire scene, and it's like, we get it.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see what Corruption is going to do, because depending on how the next tournament shakes out, because we've heard that's only an 8-person tournament.
Yeah.
You have to put Scrimshaw in now. You don't most definitely have to put Scrimshaw in over Sean now. Just because, when's the last time we saw Scrimshaw? The last tournament.
His match against you in the tournament.
So
where he played perfect until the last question. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Something happened.
Are we not recording anymore?
No. It's just your mic cut out for a second. I don't know what that was.
No.
We are recording, but so yeah, we'll see what happens with Sean.
Could have been a thing where it's just like, I just gotta shake it off. That was a really bad day. But do you risk that bad day possibly happening again in a later tournament, or do you say, let me put in Joseph Scrimshaw, who look at his last performance?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he has got a lot to prove as well with his record and.
Well, I know he said last year, give me some rookie I can just slaughter. So.
Yeah, I really hope this isn't the last we see of Sean, because bad days happen.
Of course.
And I don't know. But, yeah. But
now we get to see Ace move forward, and this week we get to see Ace
and Thomas
versus Thomas
Harper. And Thomas has been wanting to play Ace.
Yeah, it's going to be a great match. I'm actually really excited about that match.
Yeah, as of today, this recording, it got delayed for patrons.
Yeah, it had a little bit of a thing where it needed to be edited or whatever, and the holiday,
Yeah, so.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Our next match is an IG match. Ooh. We've got Moose, Haas, the exchange in their nicknames. Am I right, ladies?
What's his actual first name?
I want to say Mark, but don't quote me.
Moose. This is a name I actually don't mind saying. Moose.
Yeah. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Versus Jacob the Wonder. And everybody keeps saying Whitnabin. I was saying Whitnabin.
Whitnabin, yeah.
But everybody's been saying
he's
Whitnabin.
On your faction, so you know more than anybody else.
I've never talked to him.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. In a Zoom call,
Did I talk to him? Nope.
I mean,
I talked in a space where he was present digitally. I've never talked to the man. I've never was like, hey, Jacob, how do you say your last name, bro?
I'm pretty sure it's Whitnabin.
That's how I would say it.
Whitnabin is a mouthful.
Whitnabin.
Jacob.
Not that you're watching, but let a girl know. Jacob the Wonder, Whitnabin of the Usual Suspects. Okay, round 1. This was another match that was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
It was a little rough.
One of those days.
Jacob missed a question about Beast in The Last Stand.
Yeah.
Being Kelsey Grammer. Something about Sin City with Ava Green. Something about Batman Forever. Something about Star Trek Beyond. Something about TMNT with Tyler Perry.
God. Yeah.
And something about Lone Ranger.
This is a rough,
that's
the entire spoiler, the match doesn't go as well as you would hope for Jacob, and especially after that first one, and especially after Moose goes perfect.
Yeah, Moose gets a perfect round 1.
Yeah,
missed the bonus, so by the end of round 1, it was 4-10.
Yeah, I mean those misses start piling up. especially if you're the other opponent. It just doesn't seem to miss.
And I feel like when you miss that many, your
Yeah.
opponent's probably like that much more confident.
Yeah.
Like, look at how far ahead I am now.
Yeah. And it's a rough go.
You don't need that when you're already down by 6.
Yeah.
Round 2. Moose goes, figures he's going to keep that heat on. He spins away from Spider-Man and gets opponent's choice.
Yeah.
I was just about to cough because I had like a tickle in my throat. Not corona. Just a tickle.
Or Vax and Wax. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Vax and Wax. He spun opponent's choice.
I'm Vax, so I'm not Wax. But
And they
whatever.
gave him Spider-Man again because he spun away from it. And guess what happened?
They gave him Spider-Man? Mm-hmm. I want to get into this after.
Guess what happened when they gave him Spider-Man?
Perfect round?
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Didn't go the way they would have thought.
Woof. And then, okay, now it's Jacob's turn. Sam, the manager, comes in and he says that he sees Andrew Guy and he goes, "Hey man, good to see you."
Oh yeah.
And Guy responds with, "Yeah, man, I've been a big fan. It's great to meet you." And Sam's kind of like,
Okay.
what? And then Mark just kind of swoops in and goes, "Hey man, I'll fill you in.
I'll fill you in,
I'll
yeah.
fill you in." And
I really enjoyed this.
I love that they injected a very genuine feeling moment of storyline.
Yeah, 'cause
in the middle of a match.
Yes, you never, because usually when the match, like you get the promo, you get the character work, you get the talking, and the character work kind of almost stops.
And then it's just all about the business.
yeah, it's
you
all
know?
about the trivia. And then it's like, so like you don't have that jarring unless you have like characters like
like a Radis,
like a Radis or
a barbarian,
Lomas. Character you'll still see character work, but like as just like vibe wise. But this like literally injecting story into the match.
Mwah, so good.
So subtle too.
So good. So I can't wait. And also Andrew Guy, I know we said it before, amazing at the desk.
I'm so glad they moved him to the desk because that's where he is just perfect. He shines in it. So it's awesome.
I can't wait to see why they put that in there and where it goes. It's riveting.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Winter Soldier, Andrew Guy, hello? Like, what did I say to you when we watched it? Like, oh, could you imagine if
A
like
Schmoedown.
if like Mark was the Schmoeminati or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
And then like in the middle of a match, he starts like peppering in his trigger words or something to like
Yeah,
snap
that
him
would-
back into things.
Oh man,
That's why I was like, we gotta go back and look up what his words
That is actually
are.
a theory that Ellis is actually the guy that knocked him out and is a part of the Schmoeminati because he,
boy.
he co-created the Schmoedown.
Chilling.
And Christian gets all the credit, and Ellis is there for the yuck yucks. So that would be a really interesting storyline to have Ellis be behind it all.
It would be.
He's like, hey, and having him. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be a crazy storyline.
I love it though. Holy crap. Jacob goes, he spins Star Wars. And I think he also was marketed as a potential Star Wars division player. Mm-hmm. He did go to multiple choice for a clone trooper telling Mace Windu how many troops are awaiting his command. It was 5. He did miss it, and it was stolen. And then he went to multiple choice again with how many Republic batteries for the hyperdrive that Qui-Gon had.
Yeah.
I think he got it right, even though I didn't write it down.
I think he did, yeah.
But I think he got it right. So by the end of round 2, it's 11-21 in favor of Moose. And again,
Avoids
this is
the KO.
very much TKO territory.
Yeah, this is very much TKO territory.
It is a 10-point game.
At least he avoided the KO.
That much is
got
true.
to round 3, so
That much is true. Round 3, 2-pointer for Jacob. Animated. Who voices Dick Grayson in the Lego Batman movie?
I gotta say it like that.
I mean, a name like Dick.
Yeah, Richard.
I think his name is Richard, but
Yeah.
tough break that's the nickname for Richard. Tough break.
Yeah, like where does that? Like,
How does that even fit in?
Nicole, Nikki.
Yeah, Nicole
Andrew,
and Nikki makes sense.
Drew.
Andrew and Drew.
Yeah.
But how do you go from Richard to Dick?
I don't know.
It doesn't line up.
Like
And
also, Robert.
don't-
Robert.
it's-
Bob. Also, I kind of get with Robert.
Robert.
Bob.
Bobbert.
Rob.
It doesn't really make much sense either.
Rob. Bob. So that
Yeah,
one
but
makes
Richard
more,
and Dick is
Richard
like-
and Dick. It makes more sense than
Who
than
hurt
Richard and
you?
Dick. I don't know.
Why would you make that the nickname? Who was the first one to do that?
I don't know.
Somebody that needed to get revenge on somebody.
Really stick it to somebody. Like
Curse that name. That nickname forever. Anyways, the answer to Dick Grayson was Michael Cera. And he did miss it.
Yeah.
So with that, 11-21 in favor of Moose with another TKO for the Finn Stock
exchange.
Exchange. Rough.
Yeah.
You know, that was a rough match.
Yeah, it was.
You know, so I don't know what Jacob's future is with
It was a rough
Inner Geekdom. It was a rough match.
A rough debut, and
you can attribute it to the fact that it was his rookie match. Maybe nerves.
Yeah.
He definitely needs to probably brush up on his studying.
Mm-hmm.
How much of it was nerves? How much of it was studying? We're never gonna know.
I don't know, and just how much. Yeah, I don't know how much prep does actually go into these matches with, because I know my prep. I don't know any other people's prep. So
Yeah.
learning opportunity. Maybe you go back and you see where you missed, and try to pick up pieces, because this was tough. This is a tough match
This was
to
rough. It was
watch.
hard to
Tough
match.
match.
Hard to watch.
I imagine tough match for Jacob to play, especially when Moose looks really good.
Yeah, I mean,
he looks really good.
Granted, he didn't answer any round 3 questions. That's not his fault. But
when
yeah, no, he didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
And he got 100% PPE.
Yeah, no, because he missed the bonus.
My bad. Close to 100%.
Close to 100%. But like when you spin away from a category you don't like, and then you spin an opponent's choice, and then it's given to you, and you just sweep it, it's like, oh, well, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's like, so you're good in a category that you yourself deem yourself not good in.
Yeah, a category that you were
So
like,
when
"I'll
your
pass."
bar for not good is perfect, it's like, whoa, wow. I mean, he looks really good.
He looked confident.
And,
He looked comfortable.
And that's the thing with the round 2 with rookies, when you're like you're giving an opponent's choice. It's like, well, we have no tape
idea.
on you, so we're just gonna give you the one you spun away from. I think they should have gone with something that was his strength rather than like, well, he clearly doesn't like Spider-Man. Because what if it was like a mind trick?
Yeah, because I think that's what people. I think in a match with Thomas, when he spun away from the Last Jedi or something, he spun away from something because he was like, "Oh, I want to leave it on the board for them."
Yeah.
And it was like, "Oh, what if that was a bait and switch?"
Maybe.
You know.
So
You never know, because everybody always says like, "Oh, well, you know, we'll spin away, but if we land on it again, we'll be
everybody
fine
says
with
that.
it." You know.
this could have been,
Another square on the bingo card for the drinking game that is the Schmoedown. Every time a manager says, "If we spin it, I'm fine with it. If we spin it again," like everybody says that.
This could have been something where it's like, I'm good at it, but there's another category that I'm hunting for.
That's a risky game.
That's a risky game, but it ended up working in his favor. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, is it a weakness of his, or is he just playing mind tricks with everybody?
You never know. That would be
'Cause that's-
next level. That's 4D chess right there.
exactly.
Shout out to my
So-
my Overwatch clan, my friend Cam, 4D chess. That's what he always says.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I mean, so it was like polar opposites for these two competitors. One just looked lights out, and the other one was just like, oh man,
It was a bad day.
It was a very bad day.
Yeah.
And then just rub salt in the wound. The post credit, the post match scene.
Oh,
when
yeah.
Juice turns on him.
I didn't take a note of that, but yes, I'm glad you brought that up. Which is weird because I'm not sure. Juice is great and everything. I've
Yeah.
never met him. But he seems like a really funny guy. I'm not sure why he's being injected into these scenes. I don't know. I don't know if he and Jacob are like super good friends or something.
Well, yeah, they are, but like,
Because I know that I saw like comments in like the live chat that people were like, "Who are even these two people at the end of this scene?"
Yeah.
You know. And that was actually before Jacob's match happened. It was like the lead up to this match, and they were like, "Who even are these two people?" And I was like, I mean, obviously, you know, Jacob is an IG competitor,
Yeah.
but like, I recognize Juice because he was at that wedding you did, and I've seen him in the Facebook group. But yeah, as by and large, I feel like a lot of people are probably like,
where's this going?
"Who is this guy? Like, is he a competitor?" Like,
No, he's not. So that's what's interesting. It's like,
I mean, I know he plays the keytar, which is also pretty ballin', but you know.
But he's like, yeah, I didn't sign a contract. It's like, what kind of contracts are you signing? What are you exactly? So it's like, I'm interested to see where they take this. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
like why? So he was like, "Hey man, we prepared and we did this and that, and then look at how that turned out."
you blew my opportunity.
Yeah,
It's
you
like our
blew-
opportunity. It's like,
Yeah. And then the next thing you know, he whips out the keytar and starts playing the Finstock Exchange
Yeah.
jingle instead of the Usual Suspects one. So now he's an exchange guy, which
hype man.
exchange hype man. Yeah, maybe that's what his function is. Who knows? I mean, he seems like a really funny guy.
Yeah, no, he's a really cool guy.
And no shade or anything, but it's just kind of like, why?
Yeah,
It
when
just
the
seems kinda
concert
random.
within the storylines of Schmoedown, it's like, where is he? How does he
fit in?
How does he fit into storylines and where does he fit on a faction?
Yeah, like at
'Cause,
one
he's not a
point,
competitor.
I remember seeing in the Facebook group that Grace Schmoedown was like, "Hey, Juice, DM me," and it's like, what?
Yeah, so it's okay.
kind of out of left field, but
Trust the process. Trust the process.
My theory,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and it's really dumb. So buckle up, buckaroos. It's stupid. I was saying to Andrew the other day, I'm like, okay, so Juice is his name, right? Juice is loose. Hilarious. Funny name. He is now an exchange guy. And wouldn't it be funny if this was just a little bit of a long con, kind of, to get, it all depended on Jacob losing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But to get Juice aligned with the Finstock Exchange is managed by
Bobby
Gucci, Tom Dagnino, who has or had a show called
Little Bobby and
the Juice. Wouldn't it be hilarious if it was a setup just to get Juice in with Lil Bobby Gucci? Bobby Gucci and the Juice? Bobby and the Juice? Kind of funny. Yes.
All this trouble just to get a joke.
I doubt that's what it is. But in my brain, I'm like, well, maybe.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens. Maybe it turns out like, we have this an amazing, like, I don't know.
Who knows?
We'll
I
see
don't
what
know.
Happens.
Like you said, trust the process.
Trust the process.
I'm ready to see
There's
how
a reason
it goes.
we don't run things.
Exactly.
So,
all right, next one. We've got an opening scene.
Ooh.
Jay Washington is addressing us. He's talking about the team title situation because it is a bit of a sticky one with Mark Andrego leaving.
Yeah.
Shazam is allowing, because they were saying, oh, we'll play with anybody. And then there was that cutscene with Coy and Shazam, and they're like, let them choose.
I love it.
So
let them choose.
Shazam was saying that they will allow the stars to pick their own partner because they don't want it to be like, give him some flirt and flouse, and then for sure we'll take it. No, they want it to be a fight.
They want it to be a fight. Yeah, like you want to be respected as a champion.
Exactly.
You got to earn it.
You don't want to win a title and then have everyone saying, oh, they only won because.
Yeah.
You never want that. So they were like, no, I want you to pick your partner, somebody on your faction. Yeah, somebody that you are comfortable playing with and you believe will be a good replacement. And he was saying that the partner would not be considered a champ. They would not be considered to be defending the belt.
They're just
until if and when the odd couple wins, then of course they will be considered a champion. Yeah. So there's that. Again, hang on. That will be resolved later. Okay, so we got a singles match. Josh Carpathian? Don't know what that word is. Maybe I should read a book. Josh Horowitz of the Quirky Mercs versus the Stingray, Paul Walter Hauser of the Usual Suspects.
Ooh, split house.
Oh boy, how embarrassing.
How does this turn out? One of us is smiling.
Well, round one. Paul missed a question about gremlins. Josh missed a question about Larry the Cable Guy. Round 1, 7-7. Round 2. Paul spins Viola Davis. Sticks with it. Multiple choice twice. Got them both. Josh spins away from romance. Gets Ed Harris. And like Christian said, somewhere PLD rejoiced.
You can hear the screams all the way here in Orlando.
I don't know what I was doing, but I didn't. Did he get a perfect round 2? Because I didn't say anything else.
He didn't miss the question.
So by the end of round 2, 13-15 in favor of Josh. Round 3, 2-pointer for Paul. Directors. Who directed the films Adventures in Babysitting and Mrs. Doubtfire? Chris Columbus himself. Got it. 2-pointer for Josh. Fantasy sci-fi. What 96 film features supporting performances from Mary McDonald, Vivica A. Fox, Judd Hirsch, and Mae Whitman? Independence Day. Got it.
Please tell me you've seen Independence Day.
Can't confirm that I have. I mean, Will Smith's in it.
Yes.
Aliens.
Yes.
The elf girl.
Elf girl?
The girl that was in Lord of the Rings and was an elf. Liv Tyler.
Yes.
She was in it. Not wrong.
You're not wrong.
On any count. All of that was correct.
Yeah. No, she's not in it.
She's not?
No, you're thinking of Armageddon.
Oh, my bad. Yep. I'm not sure I've seen that one either. Armageddon is Bruce Willis?
Yes.
All right, well.
So you haven't seen it.
I don't think so.
Oh my God. This is a really popular movie. Back when it came out. And come on. And the sequel, ugh.
There was a sequel?
Yes, there was a sequel. And it
More
was
aliens came down?
Yes, they came back for revenge.
Well,
it was dumb. It was very dumb.
Sounds about right.
Yes, it was
probably
very
what
dumb.
would happen. We'd probably get in touch with the aliens, and then we'd do something to piss them off, and they would come back.
Dumb piece
Seems
of garbage. Dumb,
about right.
Dumb.
3-pointer for Paul.
Dumb.
Movie quotes. The famously ad-libbed line, I'm walking here, is from what 1969 movie? Midnight Cowboy.
That's a question where it's like...
That's a question where I know the quote,
like,
but I didn't know the movie.
It's like, oh, I've seen the movie. Why can't I think of it?
Yeah, and he's like, bangs on a car. I'm walking here. Yeah. Didn't know the movie, but he got it. 3-pointer for Josh. Biopics. What Hollywood screen legend played real-life characters such as Charles Lindbergh, Glenn Miller, and Wyatt Earp? Jimmy Stewart. Got it. Excellent pull, as everyone says. 5-pointer for Paul. Coming of age. Who plays Haley Steinfeld's brother in Edge of 17?
Heard really great things about that movie. I've yet to see it.
I don't think I've ever heard of it. Blake Jenner. He got it. Excellent job, Paul. 5-pointer for Josh. Romantic comedies. Rosamund Pike plays Jane, Keira Knightley's sister, in what 2005 film?
Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice. And with that, he got it. 23-25 in favor of Josh Horowitz.
And the category is rom-coms?
Romantic comedies. I didn't know that would be up.
I didn't realize that was
I've never
category.
seen it.
Okay, so...
Is it funny? Have you seen it?
Yes.
Didn't your mom watch it like forever? Like,
yes.
For a whole year?
So my mom likes to watch, like she'll pick a movie out of a year that she absolutely loves, and she'll watch it every single day for the entire year.
So if there was a Pride and Prejudice, just that one movie, Schmoedown, your mom would dominate.
Absolutely. So she watched it like...
Serenity
is
another one?
That one I didn't mind because I love Serenity. That movie is so good. It actually got me to almost get into the series. I started it and I never finished it. But yeah, Serenity was another one. Oh my God, Twilight was one of them.
Woof.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've talked about this. I'm getting deja vu.
But like, Pride and Prejudice. But it's like that's a romantic comedy, really? Like maybe they mistyped and it's just romance. Because it's definitely a romance movie. But like I didn't realize it was categorized as a
yucks.
I don't know.
I don't know. But what I liked about this match is that, you got two celebrity. I shouldn't have air quoted. I shouldn't have air quoted.
Yeah.
Two celebrities.
Two
people in the entertainment industry. I mean,
in different capacities, but
Exactly.
they're both in the entertainment industry.
Paul Walter Hauser was just in Cruella. So he's doing things. Josh Horowitz has interviewed like everybody who's anybody in, the entertainment industry, it seems. Pretty jealous, if I'm going to be honest. Drop some Schmoedown things in your next interview. Josh, is it that hard?
You ever heard of the movie trivia Schmoedown?
Jiminy Christmas. Just name drop or something.
Yeah.
But what I enjoyed about this was you got two Hollywood personalities. Granted, they're not both actors. That's why I kind of like pause. Two people deep into the industry. It felt like a celebrity exhibition match, or at least that's what I was expecting going into it. And when you get like a celebrity match, I don't know about the general public, but I feel like it's a celebrity match. The questions are going to be maybe
dialed down a bit.
Questions suitable for a celebrity exhibition
be a little
match.
bit looser
Winky,
with the
winky,
rules and
that kind of thing. But what I will say about this match, I was so pleasantly surprised that it wasn't just like, whatever. I'm just here because I didn't have anything else to do for the day. And not that anyone else has done that.
We wrapped shooting, so I need something to pass the time.
Exactly. What I really enjoyed about this match is that Paul Walter Hauser was like,
he was
serious.
He was into it.
And Josh was too. But I feel like Paul was like, dialed in, like really taking it seriously, maybe actually a little bit nervous because he just wanted to do well. And Josh Horowitz, after his performance with Press Room, arguably
the better performance that day,
performed very well that day. In comparison, it made us excited to see this match in singles, and he backed it up.
He's the real goods. He's good.
They both are. The only thing between these two was that Josh seemed to be a bit more confident with his answers, and Paul seemed to be a little
more hesitant.
I think it's this. Granted, he did it.
This is a fantastic match.
It was a great match.
Great match to watch.
I was expecting it to be more of a we're celebrities.
They both missed one question. Granted.
Well, yes, because they both missed one in round one, and then I think what did Paul in was two checkdowns multiple choice.
And what are you gonna do about that? You want to be sure. Yeah.
Exactly. You'd rather get a 1 pointer than give up a 2.
Yeah.
So, I think that was the only the only thing. But no, they both played fantastic.
Yeah, this is great.
And they weren't softball questions.
Yeah, no.
Like, I mean, that one question about Edge of 17, never even heard of it.
Yeah.
And even less, I've even less heard of the name of the actor that was the answer. I don't even know who that is. I forgot who it was already. I deleted it.
Something Jenner.
Something Jenner.
Yeah.
I don't know. There you go. Brody? I don't know. But
I think so.
really pleasantly surprised by this match.
I'm very looking forward. I did it again. I did it again. I'm very much looking forward to Horvath's next match.
Yes.
And who he gets partnered up or who he gets matched up against.
And I also wonder if Paul, yes, he lost. He didn't get blown out. That's damn sure.
Yeah.
But I wonder, with how serious he looked and how dialed in he looked, I wonder if he's like, oh no, I gotta do this again.
Yeah, put me back in, coach. I know I can do better.
Yeah. I wonder. And I would love to see it because they were both obviously very comfortable in front of the camera. No surprise there.
Yeah.
And they performed really well. So they both have probably, after one match, they both probably have great accuracies. So, yeah, no, I'm excited to see Josh. Who knows? Maybe he'll go into a singles tournament.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see where both of these competitors go. So
yeah,
looking forward to it.
Really pleasantly surprised. I wasn't sure what to expect from this match, but wow, it was really good. Like genuinely really good. And with that,
we'll get into the pay-per-view.
The
Battlefield.
Okay, the undercard. Oh boy, it's a big one.
Ooh, yeah. Oh
could
man,
be
so ready for this.
Could
match.
be an
so
overcard by itself.
Yeah.
If we're being honest. Okay.
Go ahead and slam it on the table.
Could you hear that?
Poor Jessica. Poor Jessica.
We named the desk Jessica.
Jessica.
Like Jessica. And then after Andrew absolutely hulked out on it one day, it was like, apologize to Jessica, please. Jeez. She didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So we've got Danger Zone, and that is, of course, Ben the Boss Bateman and Dangerous Dan Murrell of the Dungeon. Versus Team Corruption of Corruption, which is, of course, Mike the Killer Kalinowski and Chance the Cobra Ellison.
I've said it before. I love his Zen.
It's awesome.
It's so cool. It's so cool. It's
maybe it helps focus him.
Yeah, because everybody has different ways of keeping their hands up. Like, you'll see people do this. It's like, that's so boring. Bibiani, as we'll see in the next match, pets a
tiger, whatever he's got.
Tiger stuffy. Chances is just perfect. It's like, boom.
Fight me, bro.
Yeah, come at me.
So, and there was a lot of trash talk leading up to this match. My goodness.
So
Mike
much.
and Ben just tearing away at each other on Twitter, or Facebook, whatever. So, I was very excited for this match. Round 1. Dan and Ben missed the question about the Golden Compass and Elektra. Mike and Dan missed the question about August Rush. Mike and Ben missed the question about the longest yard. Chance got a perfect round and got the bonus. So with all of that, at the end of round 1, 10-15 in favor of Corruption.
Yeah, 5-point lead.
Big 5-point lead after the first round.
And Danger Zone exhausted all the repeats in the first round.
That was, yes.
So.
Yes.
I don't giving away a little bit of my play, but I don't like using more than one in a single round.
No, you want them. You want to be able to have something to use later on if you need it.
So that's just every time they used all 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
Granted, I'm not going to criticize gameplay of 2 champs.
Yeah.
One current, one former.
Yeah.
I'm sure they know what they're doing. But yeah, it was a little surprising to see all 3 used in round 1.
Yeah, it's a 5-point deficit.
Yeah.
After round 1.
Because I know that they exhausted all their JTEs before round 3 in the last match, and it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little kind of, all 3 are gone and we're down 5. Yikes. Yeah. Round 2. Corruption goes first, and they get spinner's choice.
Yeah.
So they take comic book movies. No surprise there. 2 Inner Geekdom competitors.
Yeah.
And they get a perfect round 2. Also no surprise. Danger Zone spins away from animated and gets Francis Ford Coppola. Perfect round 2.
Yeah.
Great. So still we got ourselves a 5-point gap. 22-27 in favor of Corruption. Round 3. 2-pointer for Danger Zone. Ben takes it. It's Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington plays Coach Herman Boone in what football film? Everybody has a good laugh. It's Remember the Titans.
Finally, somebody gets to remember the Titans question correct.
Oh my God.
Finally.
I was watching live chat when that happened, and about, I don't know, 87 people were like, finally, somebody remembered the Titans. Good one. 3-pointer for Danger Zone. Dan takes it. Of course. I saw that Matt Nose call out.
Yes. You got it.
Anybody knows what you were referencing with that thumbs up there.
And it was against Ben Bateman that he did it.
That's right. 3-pointer for Danger Zone. Dan takes it. Action adventure. What is the name of the curse of the Egyptian? Name of the curse? That
Cursed.
can't be right. The name of the Egyptian high priest who rises from the dead to destroy the world in 1999's The Mummy. Imhotep. And somewhere Stacey Howard rejoiced because I'm pretty sure she loves The Mummy. He got it right.
Yeah. Not the Tom Cruise one.
Tom Cruise was in The Mummy. I know we've had this conversation, but it's
one.
still just it still blows my mind. Was The Rock in it too?
No, it was they were rebooting the franchise.
Is it the very last, most recent one?
Yes, it was the one when they're starting to do their own cinematic universe for the Dark Universe. It was like
Lost me.
They're gonna take Universal's taking all of their monster properties and making a franchise, like a shared universe thing out of it, and they fumbled the ball right out the gate with this one. It was like, oh my God.
It doesn't sound good.
It's entertaining. I like, what's his name? He played God, what's his name? From Man of Steel, Jor-El. Russell Crowe. Yeah, Russell Crowe. He played Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I liked him in that.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
In a Mummy movie.
Yeah, because they're taking all their monster properties and giving them their own shared
What
universe.
is this, Night at the Museum? Like we got all these people coming in for a mishmash in one movie? Yeah. Sounds lame. Sorry,
it
Tom
wasn't
Cruise.
Great.
I'm not going to watch it anytime soon. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. 2-pointer for corruption. They avoided the TKO.
Oh, yeah.
Mike takes it. Steven Spielberg. Which Oscar-winning actor plays Captain James Hook in the film Hook? It looked like he was blanking at first, but then he kind of, whoa.
It's like, oh, yeah, it's this one.
Dustin Hoffman. Got it. 5-pointer for Danger Zone. Coming of age. Carrie Mulligan stars as a teenage girl growing up in 1960s London that begins a relationship with a man twice her age. In what 2010 film? An Education. They got it. 3-pointer for corruption. Chance. Gets martial arts. What Hong Kong filmmaker? Yeah, very appropriate.
Very appropriate.
What Hong Kong filmmaker made his American directorial debut with the 1993 film Hard Target? John Woo.
John Woo.
He got it. Quick, too, I think. 5-pointer for corruption. Quentin Tarantino. In what Tarantino film will you find a bar named Guero's and a character named Jungle Julia? What a name.
Yeah.
Wow.
I haven't seen this.
Death Proof. They got it. And with that, 32-37 in favor of corruption. Now, the number one contenders for the team's title.
Going back to the dance.
Yes.
Trying to get the belts back again.
My God.
Oh, man. This was
really, I mean.
It was another one where it's like, God, rough round one. The round one really cost Danger Zone. And it's like they were just playing. It was over. Some people were like, oh, it's over. It's like this one was over after round one. Because they couldn't couldn't pick up the deficit. Well,
and it's also very uncharacteristic for the two of them to miss multiple ones like that in round one. So you can just say it was one of those days. Yeah. You don't know. But, I mean, it does. I kind of wish the game had been a little bit, not that it wasn't a blowout.
Yeah.
Kind of wish that it was a little bit tighter. But you've got these 4 dudes that are, I mean, I feel comfortable saying legends of the game.
Yeah.
I think.
Especially Chance is getting to that point where
Chance looked unstoppable.
Chance is deadly.
Yeah.
He's deadly. In the team's division, he's fantastic. He's very good in IG, even though he didn't perform well in Spectacular last season. Starting to hit some steam in singles. He's deadly, and he's so drastically different from when he first joined the Schmoedown. He's so different. He found his footing in his character work. He knows what to do in competitor wise. He's he's becoming a really big threat in any division.
Very
he competes
much.
in.
And that was something that Shannon brought up in the post-match interview, was she was saying, she was doing her Shannon thing, trash talk and danger zone, kind of kicking them while they're down kind of thing, whatever. And saying that, look at my guys.
Yeah.
You got Mike, you got Chance. They are multi-division competitors. They are 3 out of 4 divisions that they compete, and they are incredibly competitive in.
Yeah, they've all gone to, like, in every single division.
Have gone to a championship match.
No, actually, I don't think singles. Yeah,
Maybe not singles yet.
Yeah, neither of them gotten to the title match in singles yet.
But I mean, that doesn't take away from what
Yeah.
they've done. But she's saying, look at these 2 guys and look at how competitive they are in 3 divisions. And she goes, and look at Danger Zone. You got Dan Murrell, who last year said he was going to go into IG, still hasn't. You got Ben Bateman, saying how he's going to 60 days be a Star Wars competitor, competing for the belt, and he hasn't done it. So she's saying you don't get to, you got to put respect on their name, which I'm getting a little tired of everybody using that. Put respect on their name. I'm getting a little tired of everybody saying that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying that lately.
Yeah.
I don't know a single person that doesn't respect Mike and Chance.
Any of these competitors.
Yeah, like they are 4 legends in this game. But anyways, she was like, put some respect on their name. You won't even dip your toes into a specialty division. And these 2 are incredibly, one is the 3-time IG champ, the reigning IG champ, and the other one ripped his way through an IG tournament to become the number 1 contender, right?
Yeah.
And they both are former teams champions.
Yeah.
They're now number 1 contenders again.
Yeah.
And they're both very dangerous in singles and probably will see their way to a tournament match or a championship match at some point.
Match, yeah.
So, and it's like, oh, Shannon, that's actually a good point.
Yeah. And then we had this conversation off camera of like, which I do want to touch on it. It's like, yeah, it's unbelievably impressive that you can compete in 3 different divisions.
Yeah.
However, there is the factor of burnout. We've seen it with Mike.
Yeah.
We've seen it with Rachel. We've there's somebody else I might be thinking of that just, I don't know, but like those are the 2 that come to mind. It's like, and they both said, yeah, I got burned out.
That's a lot.
It's a lot to compete in 3 divisions. You're like jumping back and forth between teams and singles. Not a whole lot of mind tricks you got to go there.
It seems to be the same type of pool of questions.
Jumping in between singles to IG, that's like a whole different mind space.
Yeah.
And then we have rookies out here coming like, I'm going to compete in all 4 divisions. Like, okay.
Good luck. I'd love to see it.
There is a very, very good reason why you only see it happen one way.
Yeah.
Rather than the other.
Yeah.
Of compete in one division, succeed in that division, and then dip your toes in another one. Not, let me go at all 4 of them in one season.
Yeah.
There's a very good reason. And there's conversation comes up of, would you rather be pretty good in all 4 divisions, or would you rather dominate one division?
Personally, I'd rather be fantastic in one division.
There's a reason why I only compete in the Star Wars division. There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
And the reason is sitting right here. Mm-hmm. And there's a reason why I'm not jumping in any other division ever.
Yeah.
I've made my decision. I'm never competing in any other division other than Star Wars.
Good. I'm glad that my nagging has paid off.
Yeah, because especially now the competition in the IG, because that's the only other division I would ever think of stepping foot in is IG. The competition for IG now is just as hard, if not equal to Star Wars now.
Yeah.
Because you can't
There's
split
so many movies.
You can't split your attention. So that was just the competition that we had. But like, and the reason I say it is I praise people like Chance, people like Mike, people like Rachel.
Yeah.
That have the nerve to and the talk and the ability to be competitive in every single division.
Because not only do they do it, they do it
very
damn well.
They do it very well. So
I mean, if you can be competitive for a singles or a team's belt and be competitive for a specialty belt, whoa, like that's scary. Like Chance and Mike are.
Yeah, and they do nothing but improve every single time now. It's like, it's crazy. And Mike has said that like Chance is probably like, I have no problem saying that Chance is the A player on this team, and it shows. I said it 2 minutes ago. He's becoming a very dangerous player.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, rough go for Danger Zone. I mean, you can't say like, oh yeah, Ben Bateman and wow, Dan Murrell again. Meat fat. Sleeping into my room right now.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
An emotional roller coaster of a day.
Yeah. Had some awesome time with friends. Kid face planted on this,
Oh my God.
on our walk today.
The first half of our day was so good.
Yeah.
Nice lunch with our friends. Amazing. Some of them we haven't seen face to face in over a year. I hugged them all.
Got your hands on
Oh
them.
my God, my paws on them. And then the second half of the day, we take a walk with our daughter, and she just
Yeah, I'll bleep it out.
she just face plants face first into the sidewalk, and oh boy. Spoiler alert, she wasn't happy about it. And also, spoiler alert, she's definitely got a good scrape on her chin. And I actually,
fat lip, yeah.
I carried her home, and I think I have some of her blood on my shoulder. I should have changed this shirt. Whoops.
Only your hair
So
covers
my
up.
hair's covered. But yeah, no. That's why Andrew's brain is kind of like,
Yeah, I was
what?
in emotional fog today, just like because she tripped over my foot. That's a big reason why I'm like just all over the place right now. So.
You're okay. You didn't do it on purpose. She loves you.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, well, Danger Zone. I'm pretty sure there's going to be another teams tournament. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we're going to see
The ultimate Schmoedown.
Yeah,
whatever.
the ultimate Schmoedown teams tournament. I don't know how big it will be. It might just be another. What is it? 8 teams. It might be another 8-team tournament. But
Well, and I'm pretty sure if you're Kaiser, you're not going to put anybody in another tournament but Danger Zone.
And you might see them outside of tournament play too. So
Maybe.
you made it. They made it all the way to a final of the tournament, so they have to. Their road to this point again is shorter than other teams.
Yeah.
So
All right. So that was the undercard.
that was the undercard.
Logically, now we move on to the overcard.
Overcard.
Okay. So the moment, the big reveal. Who's going to play with Jeff Snyder? And I'm going to be honest with you.
A little behind the scenes.
I got hoodwinked, bamboozled, if you will, because I would have bet money
If they were pulling a bait and switch.
that they were doing hyping all this up. Oh my God, who's gonna play with Jeff? Who's gonna play with Jeff? Is it gonna be Flirt and Flows? I was like, no, it's gonna be
Mark Andreyko.
Mark Andreyko. It's one match. I don't know if it's okay to,
Pre-taped.
pre-taped.
Yeah,
I don't think
A lot of these matches are pre-taped.
I don't think it's any big secret at this point.
Yeah.
A lot of people's whatever.
Yeah.
But you're thinking maybe if it's pre-taped, maybe there was enough time. Maybe he was like,
All right, I have enough time to do this one
maybe
day.
they'd have this bait and switch where they would put in like a Flirt and Flouse, and it's like everyone loses their mind, and then Mark Andreyko just happens upon the stream and goes, "No, never mind, I can't do that. I'm back for one more match, baby, and we'll see how it goes."
Yeah.
That's
Defend
what I
it
was
and then
sure
retire.
was
yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, no. They're going to do a bait and switch, and Drake will be back, and I was wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like there's no way. Andreyko wouldn't, because Andreyko has a really good outside the runner relationship with Bibiani, and
Yeah.
I would imagine he's like, I can't do that to you, because I gotta let you earn it.
Yeah,
One
and
more
also
match.
for Jeff and Roxy.
Yeah.
But the man's got his own stuff to deal with. He's
Yeah.
got work stuff, and I understand.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I definitely did think that they were going to be like, one more match. I know.
Oh, we got somebody coming into the call. Who is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Who's coming into the call? Anyways, after all that buildup, it was revealed that Odd Couple was now going to turn into the Otter
The Otter
Couple.
couple. Yeah.
which I can't help but think of sea otters every time I hear that now. That's my problem. I'll deal with that. Odd Couple is now Otter Couple, and you've got Jeff the Insider Snyder and Janine the Machine, another star.
Yeah.
All right? And they're going to go against Shazam of the Quirky Mercs, who is, of course, William the Beast Bibiani and Brendan the Kid Meyer. So, let's jump in. We've got round 1. Jeff missed a question about next Friday. Janine missed a question about Point Break. Shazam, both members, William and
Perfect.
Brendan, the kid, got perfect rounds, and they both got the bonus. So by the end of round 1, 14-18, Shazam. Round 2, the Odd Couple spins, the Otter Couple, my bad, spins Frank Capra. I wonder if
Who
they're
likes
going to
that?
keep it.
Who likes that?
I mean, Janine only just spun it and swept it in her match against Marisol. I guess she likes him. Again, a director, I think.
Yes.
Sorry, William. Anyways, they went to multiple choice one time, probably just like a check down. Got to make sure they did get it right. Shazam spins Mel Brooks. Got a question about Blazing Saddles. I enjoyed that very much. They got a perfect round 2. 25-30 in favor of Shazam.
There was this one where they just swung for it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, 2 points. And they're like, yes. And it's like, that's championship level play. Like, the guts are like, it's this. And one of your guys is like, let's check down just to be sure we're ahead. Let's be careful, because they're careful players when they need to be.
And to maybe potentially have given up a 4-point swing if they would have stolen it off of a 2-point miss.
Yeah.
That takes some nerve.
Yeah.
But no, they did it and they swept it. So 25-30 in favor of Shazam. Now we're heading into round 3, which of course is the betting round, since this is a championship match. Shazam spins Stephen King. Both teams bet 3. Both teams got it right. So with that, round 3, 28-33 in favor of Shazam. Round 4, good Lord, all 4 of them go perfect. So by the end of round 4, it's 38-43 Shazam. Round 5, the championship round. 2-pointer for the Otter couple. Action adventure. Janine takes it. Who plays Eli in the Book of Eli? Denzel Washington. She got it. 3-pointer for the Otter couple. Comedy. Jeff takes it, of course. How many times did Leslie Nielsen play the role of Frank Drebin in the Naked Gun franchise or whatever? It seemed like he was kind of like a, I don't know, 3 seems like a pretty safe guess usually for these types of questions. He got it right. 2-pointer for Shazam. Avoided the TKO. 2-pointer for Shazam. Will Smith. Brendan takes it. In what 2013 film does Will Smith appear with his son, Jaden? Like for the first time or whatever?
Yeah.
After Earth. Never heard of it.
No, not the first time.
Oh, I guess just the movie release date was probably the thing there.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I left something out.
Yeah.
2013 film, After Earth. Never heard of it. He got it. Yeah, I remember you saying it wasn't great.
I didn't see it. I just heard bad things about it.
Oh, I thought you saw it. My bad.
No.
5-pointer for the Otter couple. Musicals. And, Jeff's like, where's Mark and Draco when you need him?
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, man, look over. You got Janine.
Yeah, Janine's pretty good at musicals too, my man.
In The Sound of Music, Maria makes play clothes for herself and the Von Trapp children out of what? The drapes.
I remember talking about this, like...
I remember her pulling them down and everything.
Yeah, it's like... Was it because... Like, I remember the drapes being a really, like... Big thing with...
Deal?
Yeah, like a big deal. Like, was it because she made clothes out of the drapes that Mr. Von Trapp was angry? Or did he get mad at the choice of drapes, and then she, out of anger, tore them down and made... I can't remember.
I don't remember. All I remember is that it was drapes.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing her pull them down, and they were like singing and whatever. I don't remember that much. It's been a while.
I just remember it being a big deal. It was like, you use the drapes or something like that. I can't remember. It's been so long since that. It's
been a very long time
since I've seen that
movie.
But like it's been a very long time since I've seen it.
Yeah. All right, so we go back to
every mountain.
Shazam. Ford every stream. Can't go any further. It gets pretty high. And I can't do that quiet.
I always forget, like, oh yeah, it's funny because this is such a happy, musical. Oh yeah, woo. And there are Nazis in that movie.
Yeah. It's like, whoa, this got kind of dark.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. It happens during World War II. Yep, there are Nazis in that movie.
Whoops.
Whoops.
3-pointer for Shazam, Black Cinema. Bibbs takes it, of course. How many times did Richard Roundtree play the role of John Shaft from the original to the 2019 film? And good Lord, Mr. Walking Encyclopedia himself, without even blinking an eye, he's like, well, he was in this, and he was in that, and he was in this, and he was in that, and he was in this. It's 5, idiots.
There are some times where, like, competitors will... God, there's like a popping going on. I wonder if it's... Hold on, give me a second.
Oh, boy. I don't hear any popping.
It's probably with my headphones. Let me...
Popping and locking, maybe.
I'm leaving all of this in. Less work for me, but yeah, that's probably my headphones. But yeah, there's like... there's sometimes like things like single competitor will do. I'm like... How?
Why?
Do you do that?
Why?
And Bibiani is one of those people that does it like repeatedly. He's like, it's like this, he does this and this and this. Like there's some times when like competitors will like over-explain an answer and like flex. But then there are times like this where like he's going through it and double checking.
He's not flexing. He's literally answering the question out loud.
Yeah.
So I don't look at it as him like, well, look at how great I am. It was like, no, he was just kind of thinking it through out loud.
Yeah, because there are times where like competitors will flex and it's like just answer the
just
answer the
do
question.
it.
But then there are other times like this where they'll do something that's like, wow, oh my god.
Yeah, I was just like, why, how, why?
Like, how do you like?
And like without even hesitating. Anyways,
I mean, there's loving
5.
movies and knowing movies, and there's loving and knowing movies.
What I
You
want to
what I mean?
know is somebody like William, and somebody like a Dan Merle, those types of people in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, were you like really good in school too?
No.
Because with a mind like that, like a metal trap,
Yeah.
like that you can just rattle off every Shaft movie.
I can tell you right now, I was an average student. If I committed myself to my studies as I do with this thing, I would have been a straight A student all through grade school.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. So no, I don't know. I'm speaking for myself. No, I was not a good student.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily a great student, but like I just.
When you apply yourself to something you're passionate about, like, it makes all the difference, I guess. Yeah. I don't care about trigonometry.
Trigonometry is the highest level of math that I ever went into. Thank God. I never stepped foot in a calculus class. Thank God.
I've never used a tangent. I have never used the quadratic formula.
What's the most in real life as an adult? What's the most mathematics that you need?
Mathematics?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because back in my day, they made us all buy the TI 83 Plus calculator because you're not going to have a calculator on you wherever you go when you get older. And it's scientific. So, yeah. But anyways,
We're all walking around with trackers and, they're mini computers.
Yeah. Probably the most advanced math I ever use is like...
division, maybe. Multiplication.
Figuring out how much to tip when I go somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, multiplication. If you know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide, I'm pretty sure you're good.
Yeah, the 4 horsemen of math. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Who cares about anything else? Unless you're an engineer, then that's your problem. That's your decision.
I mean, fractions, if you're a contractor, maybe.
Beep, boop, boop, right into my phone.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Don't need it. How many years of my life? How many hours of my life?
This is a whole discussion for
wasted
another podcast.
In calculus? What? Good Lord, help me.
Anyways.
5-pointer for Shazam. They get disaster films. Casey Affleck plays Ray, an engineer on an oil tanker that got caught in a blizzard in what 2010's film?
Fantastic teamwork by both of these guys because Viviani goes, is that what he said? Deepwater Horizon, and then Brendan's like, no, it's the other one. And he goes, you're right. It is whatever movie.
Finest Hours.
So it's like, wow, man, great freaking teamwork. Because Aziz is like, yeah, it's this, right?
Yeah.
And it's just, that's the benefit of the teams division is you can lean on your other competitor, your teammate, to get you to the right answer.
And we've seen it a couple times, which, and it takes away a little bit of the magic to be able to see it on digital and not just see them like whisper into each other in a studio. But it's also at the same time, it does take away the suspense and the magic of it all, like not knowing what they're talking about and do they know, do they not? But it's also fascinating to see the process. How they work. Yeah.
And I do appreciate like Bibiani checking with Brendan in the second round. There are a couple of times where like, because it's so easy because like he knows it's like, oh yeah, it's this, oh yeah, it's this, and have him answer all the questions. There were a couple where he went, Brendan?
Yeah.
And then Brendan said it. And then he's like, yep, that's it. And that's it. Because I always hate it when one competitor answers and like, the other guy's not even doing anything.
Yeah.
It's like, nope, this is close to a team's division.
Well, it's a team's division because obviously, in that example, what did they spin?
Mel Brooks.
I mean, I don't know if that's a specialty of William, if he really likes Mel Brooks, but like...
The humor seems to be right up his alley.
He seemed to definitely know those movies well.
Yeah.
And yes, if he knows them right away, he could be like, it's this, Brendan.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. But I do love the trust and the teamwork of being able to be humble enough to be like,
Brendan, you know what it is?
Brendan, what is it?
Yeah.
And it's not like he's checking Brendan like, boy, do you know what it is? Like, no. It's like, let me not jump the gun. I know what I think it is. Let me make sure that we're on the same wavelength. Wavelength? Sine waves? Cosines? Maybe I do use trigonometry. Oh, no.
Oh, no. So don't listen to us.
Oh, boy.
Study, kids.
Stay in school.
Stay in school.
Probably do need that stuff. You're not going to have a calculator on you every minute of the day.
Yeah.
So you better learn your cosine.
You might run out of battery. And then you're...
Then I just use my Apple Watch. And if that doesn't work, then I'll just ask Alexa. Oh, Lord. Where would we be without technology?
Oh, I would be... Oh, man.
I'd be on the side of the road somewhere because if I don't have GPS, good luck
Be
me.
flipping burgers. I don't know.
Nothing's wrong with that.
Nothing's wrong with that, but, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would... No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, no. Anyways, that got a little weird.
Sorry.
So with that, they did get that question right. Finest hours. So 48-53, Shazam, the new team's champions.
Again.
And look at that. How fun that another Quirky Mercs
Title match.
ended in a combined score of 101.
101.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Hashtag 101.
Yeah, Viviani DM'd us about that. And he was like, you want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
Our match ended in this combined score of 101. I'm like, please tell me you won.
Wild. Yeah. Don't speak in code. You got to tell me.
Don't do that to me unless you won. But I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Insane.
That's so crazy. It's like, and part of me is like, God, you couldn't let me have that record. You couldn't just let me have that record.
I think it's
I still
beautiful.
have the individual record, but
Yeah.
like just the overall. I would like to have just that one overall, whatever.
Hey man, I
But
think
if I have to give it up to
I think you
somebody,
made a statement with that match. Don't worry about it.
but if I have to give it up to somebody,
Yeah.
I
Well,
will graciously let them have it.
what I really enjoy about this match, and of course, not that I was like rooting for the Stars to lose or anything, but it's your faction. Like, and William and Brendan are two of the nicest guys, so you can't help but be happy for them. I love that for them that they were able to take this again. But what I love about this match is that I feel like with the circumstances with Mark retiring and them having to find a replacement, I feel like had they found somebody else that wasn't Janine and it was kind of a lopsided blowout, then it would have been like, oh, well, Shazam only won because,
Yeah.
I love that Janine was so on fire, this match. Like, yeah, she got Frank Capra. Yes, that's a clear strength. Yeah, they got 5-pointer they got musical for their 5-pointer, which I believe to be something that she likes.
She still got the rest of the questions.
Guess what? It's also part of the game. She was on fire. She missed one question.
Yeah.
One question, and they happened to go in multiple choice.
Once.
They all went perfect in the speed round. You couldn't ask for a better performance.
Yeah.
Like, I feel for the Stars. Like,
Lost 2 titles to
Stars
the
have been
same
going
faction.
they've been going through a really rough patch if we're going to call a spade a spade.
Yeah, they're in a predicament right now.
Yes. And so, not that I'm like happy or anything about them, but I just, for Shazam and for the Mercs, I love that this was a tough, close match.
Yeah.
And that I really don't think anybody can watch this match and objectively go, oh, well, they only won because Mark wasn't there.
Yeah.
Did you see what Janine did?
Yeah. And arguably, she was the better player that day.
Jeff sat back and let her handle round 2.
Yeah.
And she was the reason they got their 5-pointer. It could have been over right there.
Yeah.
So, and no shade to Jeff,
Yeah.
but it just, that's the beauty of the teams division, is that you, like Ben said, fill each other's gaps, Gross. Anyways, let's get past that. But that's the beauty of the teams division is because, they got a 5-pointer with musicals. Jeff admittedly has some gaps in his knowledge with musicals, dance, IG type stuff.
Yeah. And and Janine is an IG competitor, so
she's an IG competitor.
Yeah.
She seems to like, and he even said it in the post-match interview, Janine likes those older movies that maybe I haven't seen.
Yeah.
So,
or just don't flat out want to watch.
So if Mark Andreyko is retired and we need to find a replacement, I think they found a really good match.
And that's the big question mark. Do you move forward with this team?
Yes.
And I think the obvious answer is
100%
yes.
100%. Yes.
Yes.
Oh no, 100% yes. No, I mean, sorry to Jacoby. Sorry to Blackjack,
Yeah.
but how after that performance, how could you not move forward with this team?
With the otter couple.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark Andreyko, it is what it is. He's retired at the moment.
Yeah.
So you got to pick up and move on with what you got. And
This is a fantastic team to move forward with.
it worked out really well.
It's a very good team to move forward with.
Yes, they lost, but it worked out really well, and there's a big future for this team.
Yeah, because like you go rewind a week back when say, oh, Andreyko's retiring. It's like, oh my God, where do they go from here?
Exactly.
What do you do? Like, how do you pick up the pieces?
Yeah.
Put Janine in. It's like, okay.
And at first it was like, I don't know how well
Yeah, it's
they're
like, how are
gonna
they
match
gonna-
together.
Yeah.
How well are they gonna?
And then this match happens. Like,
Oh.
okay,
Yeah, okay.
yes,
So
let's
they did do a
let's
really good
do it.
job.
Yeah, let's do it, man. This
They
is a
do
great
complement
team.
each other
This is a-
really well.
This is a very surprisingly good team together.
And fitting that
Mm-hmm.
they're the odder couple because it's an odd coupling,
Yeah,
but it works.
it works. Yeah.
So excited to see how because we're gonna see them again. I would be floored if Roxy was
Yeah.
like, nah,
Yeah, we'll find somebody else for Jeff to play with.
what? No,
What was that?
I don't. It sounded nothing like Roxy. And you should apologize.
I'm sorry, Roxy.
She'll never see this.
Like she watches our show.
But yeah, no, you 100% have to move forward.
Oh yeah, no, but and Shazam, man, like I think they're the second team to get to 10 wins. I can't remember what the first team to get 10 wins was, but they
Patriots?
could be. No, Patriots only got to 9. Somebody else got to 10. They'll correct me.
I feel like we just talked about it too.
Yeah, but isn't funny how the Schmoedown works because we went from a -1 team, -1 faction, to second in the standings with 31 points.
They won big matches.
We've won all of our pretty much all of our big matches we've won.
Yeah.
And again, funny how it works. Corruption was in trouble.
Yeah.
And now they're in 4th place with 26, nip at the heels of the exchange.
That's what I'm saying.
Doesn't this sound familiar?
Doesn't it sound familiar?
Doesn't this sound familiar? So like with these wins, like Corruption, the dungeon just is losing steam. The exchange starting to lose steam with a couple of losses.
Well, you can't really say that.
Yeah,
They're still getting TKOs.
But you know what I mean? Like they're the big matches matter, and they've lost a couple of big matches here.
Oh,
and
like
there.
with the Rushmore match and
Yeah,
stuff.
the Rushmore match, the dungeon lost the undercard.
Right.
So they're starting. They've got hit a loss, but then Corruption hit some really big freaking wins.
Marisol wins.
Yeah,
Mike wins the belt.
IG belt.
Now Corruption is the number one contenders for the team's belt.
And then we keep doing what we've been setting out to do. We've got the team's belt back. Won and defended the Star Wars title. All of our big matches we're winning, and now look at the standings. We only have 7 wins, but somehow we have 31 points, 8 losses, 7. We're the pretty much top 3. We're 7 and 8. The next 2, Dungeon is 10 wins, 7 losses. Exchange has 12 wins with 4 losses, and we're ahead of them. Helloing.
Well, most of the exchanges matches are all rookie matches, and your wins are title matches.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. It is weird to see it on paper,
Yeah, exactly.
but when you take into account the nature of the matches, it's like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm just hoping that we can keep I'm hoping we can keep this going because it is wild because I talked to Brendan about this. Like it's like God, it is so incredibly satisfying, so incredibly like I can't describe the feeling of we get to be title champions together at the same time.
Cute.
It's so cool. It's such a cool feeling to be champions on the same faction with Brendan Meyer and William Biani. 1, 2, we all are champions now.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty special.
Cool such a special feeling.
Bibiani should make a commemorative soap.
I think. Yeah, I don't know. I'll let him announce that because he gave me a sneak peek at a soap that he was working on. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be fun.
Oh dang! Look at that.
But can we have 101 shirts made up?
That'd be fun.
The exchange gets their TKO shirts. Let's give us our 101.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
So, we just got because on the day that this will be dropped.
Which is a Tuesday again. Sorry for the break, but we need a break every once in a while.
You know, everybody does.
Everybody does.
That it is now somehow inexplicably June. So the June slate was released. So this week, there was there's a little bit of a delay as far as the patrons are concerned.
Yeah, with the Harper Ace Max match.
But whatever, June 2nd. And I'm looking at the June schedule. that Christian Harloff tweeted. So if there's a problem with
And
it,
apparently he's
don't
back.
at me.
He's back on the Facebook page. He's back
Oh yeah, he
announcing
said
things.
sorry, lioness, and then now
know
his
what
name
that's
is
about.
Christian. I know.
I wonder what that's about.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna find out. Trust the process.
Maybe
You
it's
know
the thing
what
with
I'm
the odd couple. Because maybe he's like, hey, they should have vacated the belt.
Well, and he gave Grace a warning last time that
Like-
this never ends well, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, when she first took over, it's like, this doesn't end well for you. You know how this ends.
And recently he
and
said
then
that
recently
too.
it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
June 2nd, Harper Thomas, the major Harper versus Andres Ace Cabrera.
It's like he's got a nice crisp salute, but it's like he knows exactly how to do it.
I
because he's in
mean,
the
I'm
military.
not surprised. He should know how to do it. Which is what, a Star Wars semifinal?
Yes.
And then June 3rd, we've got Robert the Spider Parker versus Chance the Cobra Ellison in an IG
Ooh,
match.
that's gonna be good.
That's going to be
That's
a
gonna be a-
barn burner, as the kids say.
We need to stop saying that. Let's
There's
find
a
something
lot
else.
of buzzwords we need to all stop saying. And I could go on a rant. Not just in the Schmoedown, but in pop culture
Check
generally.
your receipts. Hey, yeah.
Ooh, what's the tea? Everybody calling each other bestie now? Get out of my face. Oh my God.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
No cap.
Person sent you this much now. Oh my God. I could go on. I
We're,
should.
like, we always hear this stuff and like, did we sound like that when we
Oh,
were...
and the whole thing where everyone says cap and no cap.
Yeah, dude,
what was the things that we said?
I mean, I always say awesome sauce. Like, awesome sauce was big. JK.
Awesome sauce makes my
Cool
skin
Beans.
crawl. Cool beans makes my
I'm
skin
trying
crawl.
to think of like
Vomit.
90s stuff because that was like 2000s-ish.
Tubular. Only Ninja Turtles ever said that.
No, there's other like buzzwords that we used to say in the 90s.
Awesome.
Cool. Sweet.
That was stood the test of time. Everybody still says that kind of stuff.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Oh, God, what other... I can't... Put them in the comments. Any other 90s kids out there? Put in the comments like 90s buzzwords.
Yeah, like what did we say that was like cap and no
Because
cap?
like the one that I really couldn't stand, this was like early 2000s, like when I was in high school, like, oh, JK. I'm like, oh my God, shut up.
Oh, like saying JK and
Yeah.
LOL out loud.
Yeah.
Lamau,
Well, Lamau wasn't around when I was in high school.
Rafflecopter.
But like they, my friends would do something stupid. It's like, oh, JK. I'm like, dude, shut up. You
I want to
sound
slam my head into a
so
wall when you say that.
Dumb right now. Stop it.
I think we're just aging.
I don't know.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, pick up your dog droppings. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
that annoys me.
Sorry, that struck a nerve.
My dog does her business in our backyard,
we
not in the
clean it
front
up.
yard, and we clean and we clean it up.
If you're a self-respecting dog owner, pick it up.
Yes, please.
All right.
I'm about to put a sign in my yard like my dog
Jesus.
does their business in the backyard, so pick yours up, please.
A very traumatizing thing happened.
Yeah, I'm
regarding
not gonna-
that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's Andrew's thing, and he's got to work through. June 4th, we've got JTE versus Paul the Powder Keg Preston.
Man,
that's going to be a good one,
so
too.
good.
And then also on June 4th, we've got another pay-per-view.
Ooh, yeah.
Undercard, Ethan Irwin versus Paul Oyama.
Oh
Ooh,
I
boy.
think this is a rematch.
Overcard.
No, have they played before? I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't remember. I don't think they played before.
They're both in Hawaii. I don't know. No, Ethan Irwin's in California. I just always assume he lives in Hawaii for some reason. I don't know
Well,
why.
he's a big baller producer, so
Because he always looks like he's sitting in a cabana when he competes.
would just be in front of his closet.
I'm the asshole. And then the overcard is Roca versus Bateman.
Oh yeah. This is this little mini gauntlet. So the winners of these two matches, I'm pretty sure that the winners of these two matches will face each other in a number one contender match.
Yes. So I know we say this every week, but lots of great matches.
Lots of great
coming up.
matches.
Also, there is one thing that's like not Schmoedown, but yes, also is. If you haven't checked out the Goofball show,
Hey, ordered the sausage.
So Christian and Brett have started a new show, a weekly show, once a week, not every day.
On Thursdays, yeah.
On Thursdays in the afternoon. Well, for us, Eastern
yeah.
Standard plebs over here. They have the Goofball show, and it feels very reminiscent of what SEN was in its inception. Very much like
very loose.
Loose. We're going to talk about whatever comes into our heads.
Yeah, for you it feels like that. For me it feels like the old Schmoes No Show. But that's the entire show was. It's like just shoot. They'll talk about movies and stuff like that.
But then it just goes off the rails at some points. Yeah. Really far.
This gives me old Schmoes No vibes.
Loved it.
It's so
Can't wait for the next one this Thursday. So we definitely going to be tuning in.
I guess I retweeted the sausage clip because I've watched that. I've watched it like 50 times and I laugh.
Yes, he did. At one point at night, I remember lying in bed, trying to fall asleep, headphones in, ASMR on, eye covers on, trying to fall asleep. And I hear Christian on Andrew's phone barking about sausage for like 10 minutes.
They're good sausages.
How can I argue
They're
with
good.
that? They're good.
Chicken apple. I retweeted that, and then Christian's like, "Oh, you're back," because he knows that we've fallen off the SEN like bandwagon, not bandwagon, but like just watching that, and because it just SEN has turned into something that just doesn't hold my interest anymore, and I need this content. I just need nonsense. Just give me nonsense, and I'll be there every single episode.
Oh yeah.
So
if the Goofball Show is what I saw last Thursday,
please go watch it. Show it some love, comment, retweets.
Yes.
Subscribe if you haven't already, obviously.
Because this is something that I would love to see keep going.
Yeah. And it's a nice compressed hour.
Yeah.
It's pre-taped.
Once a week. Don't get, it doesn't.
I think that's what happens with Christian. He's like starts all his ideas and he's like, let's make it a daily show. And like
it's a lot.
It's a lot for you on your plate, but bro.
Big time commitment. I mean, that's part of the reason why he's not on SEN as much, because it's so much of a time commitment.
Keep it like this. 1 hour, once a week. Give me my happiness juice. On Thursdays. That was a little
iffy.
The what is it called?
No cap. I'm not even sure if I use that right. Full disclosure, I had to Google what cap meant because that's my life
like BS? Like no cap is no BS.
Yeah, it's like cap is like a lie or BS, and no cap
so much
is
of 30-year-olds trying to connect with Gen Zers over here.
Because I do browse TikTok a lot, and I don't post anything. I'm a big social media lurker. I mean, I'll post stuff on Twitter, but mostly I'm a big social media lurker. Definitely on TikTok. I haven't posted, and nor do I ever plan to. But
watch now, people are like, Nikki, post to TikTok.
No, I'm good. I can't. I tried.
Tracking you.
I tried to do something.
Stealing your data.
I tried to do something on TikTok one time, not even to post it, just to try out an effect, and I'm like, I can't figure this out. I think I'm just past the window.
You passed the window using TikTok?
I'm past the window. I don't even know where I was going with this.
I don't know.
Anyway, oh no, it's because I see you go on TikTok and you look on the comments, and it's like sometimes like a different language. It's like, hey bestie, no cap. What's the tea, sis? Hey bestie. I'm like, oh my god. Stab myself with a fork in my eye.
Speak words, please.
They are words, but speak other words.
Speak
normal words.
Speak actual words.
I don't know. But I definitely, a little while ago, I saw everybody, they kept saying cap, no cap, putting like the baseball cap emoji. And I'm like, what? I have to throw the towel in. I have to Google what this word means. And I did, and I'm not ashamed.
Consult the Google machine.
Whatever. Urban Dictionary, save me.
So long story short, watch the Goofball Show.
Oh yeah, Thursdays. Absolutely, no cap.
And please, Christian, if you are still listening to this show, keep it to that.
Doubt it.
Keep to that because it's perfect for us. It's perfect for you. It's perfect for everybody. An hour-long show on once a week.
Nice and
enough to get the happy yucks out.
Yeah, keep
not
it nice
a huge time commitment.
Nice and concise, and once a week it keeps us like, oh man, I gotta wait a whole nother week. It builds the anticipation.
Just rewatch the last episode, or just rewatch the one clip that you tweeted out.
Talk about sausages until next Thursday.
Hey, hold on the sausage.
Help me, Lord. It was good. Watch it. If you haven't watched it, definitely watch it.
Let's go ahead and get out of here. We're running long.
Yes.
No. So with that, Star Wars competitor Nicki Dimalanta, where can they find you online?
Iffy on that one. You can find me on Twitter at Dimmy, DIMMMYYY.
If you can just do it in the center of the screen next time, that would be great. Less work for me.
No, I don't think I will.
No cap?
No cap, bestie.
As for me, you can follow me on Twitter, not using that, and Instagram at Drew Dimalanta, DIMALANTA. If you listen to this on audio form, please follow the feed and rate us if you can.
Yeah, and if you're watching us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon over in the lower right-hand corner and see when we do things on YouTube.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. We'll see you next time. And order the sausage.